Hello guys, and welcome back to the True Aussie Gamer channel here for another episode of our Daniel Ricciardo career mode. We are in Monaco this round for the Dual Crown, the Monaco Grand Prix. Now, for me, this is sort of a hit or miss kind of track. It's either really good or it's really bad. I'm hoping, considering the last sort of two events, I'm hoping this is good. Front downforce is in, so that's good. Oh god. Another wet race. Why, video game, why do you do this to me? What's that, 3 in a row? That have had some form of rain? God. As far as the R&D goes, we're above Renault, just below McLaren. We're having a look now. So the front downforce came through. That'll give us a little bit of an imbalance towards the front and the rear. As we do, skipping practice, getting those resource points in nice and quick, even though it is slightly reduced. 535 resource points is not too bad. Having a look at our messages now, and it does indeed stay wet for the race with a dry quali, so that'll be interesting given that I will have to run a wet setup in dry running. Nothing that we can do at the moment, just purely due to our lack of resource points at the moment, which is fine. Just a smidge under the amount. And just having a look, see what parts are the most worn, because this is a track that doesn't necessarily need the engine. So we're just going to put on the most worn components for this race and get a little bit of a sort of damage reduction. Now that is not good. Gearbox is shot. I've had this before, where you get to Monaco and it starts messing up like crazy. So hopefully it doesn't do that today.
Here we are at one of the most difficult circuits on the racing calendar. Welcome to Monaco for today's Formula One qualifying. I was looking at some highlights of previous races here, and the one thing that really stood out to me was the run down to turn 1. It's not an easy one to navigate as everyone is scrapping to get into there first.
Turn 1's always a consideration for this race. It's certainly a difficult one to get right when surrounded by other cars, but the race isn't won or lost there. You've got to be smart, get through, and hope your rivals get it.
A bit of a weird audio cut there. I have no clue what's going on with the audio whatsoever at the moment. Loading up the Monaco setup right now, if I have one, which I do not. That is concerning. So I have to run through quickly and find a setup here. Just bear with me. I thought I had a setup on here. I've played this game for like 2 years. I thought I would have had a setup for a wet Monaco by now. I guess because of the amount of times that I used to skip it because I was trash at it back then. Still kind of am. What the heck is taking me so long just to put in the damn setup? This seems very weird. What is going on here? Alright, so we finally have the setup. Now we have to save it, dear God. Alright, there we go. Saved it, now we can go out for our run. Any flippin' day now. Any flippin' day now. There we go. Right, here we go for our one-shot quali around Monaco. Here we go, down to turn 1, 7th gear, dropping down to 3rd. A little bit of slide out and the exit, just unsettling on the curb slightly, going up through this fast sort of S section into Casino Square. Dropping down an extra gear there, just to get the rotation in. Coming into the hairpin, a little bit of a slap of that flipping wall there. Being very, very aggressive with Monaco here, which honestly not typical of me. P9 at the moment, into the Nouvelle Chicane. 2nd gear, nice run through there, up into the swimming pool section. Do we get through cleanly? Yes. Very, very close on that inside wall. Up and through to Rascasse now, we're in P7. Can we reduce that? No, we lose out. P8, now P7. Under the straight again, DRS engaged. Flat out to the line. Lewis Hamilton gets pole, and we sit in P7 for the Monaco Grand Prix. That is not bad.
We're all ready for tomorrow's race, but before we begin, let's have a quick look at those who will be fronting the grid. Hamilton, Bottas,
who's in a
and
much
Max
better car
Verstappen.
than us.
Goodbye for now then, but we're really just getting started. Make sure to join us again for Lights Out
Very,
tomorrow.
very good. Pierre all the way down to P17. He has not had a good run in quality at all. Anyways, there we go. We beat Lando in qualifying. I didn't even notice that. Jeez, I didn't even notice it during the editing phase. Got enough resource points to do an upgrade. The question is, do we do one? And if so, what? Do we just get through those there?
Alright, I think we can call that a successful qualifying. We should be in with a good chance in the race.
Shut up. Let's have a look, see what are we looking to do. I'm gonna balance the car and get that rear downforce in. Let's try and balance the car out. Anyways, here we go.
A proper road race, and in the true meaning of the word. That was how Mr. Monaco, the late great Graham Hill, once described this iconic event. The cars we drive have come a long way in the intervening half-century, but still we race on those same public roads beside the Mediterranean Sea. There's no victory more coveted than that of the Monaco Grand Prix. We already see the lowest average speeds of the season here at the Circuit de Monaco, and they'll be even lower in the difficult conditions today. 19 corners make up this famous 2-mile track, and with the rain, it'll be even harder than usual to get that critical heat into the tyres. Don't be surprised if we see a safety car at some point during the Grand Prix. Anthony Davidson, a very warm welcome to you as you join me in the commentary box for today's event. Now, I want to ask you about Nico Hülkenberg. They've had to change their gearbox. It's never a good start to a Grand Prix when, right off the bat, you have to contend with a grid penalty.
Well, at the end of the day, it's always better to take some pain now than parking it up halfway through the Grand Prix. Let's just hope they can put that new gearbox to good use and get the results they're looking for.
With the race minutes away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. An immense lap from Lewis Hamilton yesterday puts him on pole position, edging out Max Verstappen, who'll start from P2. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Vettel, Leclerc, Alexander Albon.
Someone has a grid
Bottas,
penalty, let's go.
Raikkonen, Perez,
Valtteri.
and Lando Norris. Ricciardo, Magnussen,
Alright.
Carlos Sainz, and Grosjean, Stroll, Gasly, Robert Kubica,
Gasly got up a
and
little bit.
Antonio Giovinazzi. Russell and Nico Hülkenberg completes the grid. Now it's almost time to lights out, so let's go down to the track.
Here we are on the grid, nice and wet as expected. One-stop strategy, as we can see. Is there potential to do a noise? God, my English today. Jesus. That was atrocious. Is there potential for us to do a no-stop? There's formation lap. Nice and easy off the line. Immediately put it into lean. That's where we're going to be most of this race. Rear tyres are nice and warm. We're going to get these fronts warmed up now. Make sure the brakes are good. The engine's fine. Almost there. Come on, get in that window. There we go. Alright, fronts are in the window. Rears are in the window. Brakes are fine. We're okay. We're ready. And Kevin Magnussen gone. Carlos Sainz is gone. Anyone else? Nope. It's typical Monaco things. Anyways, here we go. 5 red lights. And we're away for the Monaco Grand Prix here. It's a bit of a slow start as expected in the wet here. We're just trying to keep it clean, keep in behind Leclerc here. Bottas trying to go up our inside. Say absolutely not. No thank you. Guy's getting a little bit slidey up in front. Leclerc almost taking out Albon, and Albon almost taking him back out himself. They're still side by side going into the hairpin. This is insanity, but anyways, Leclerc now drops in behind Albon, Albon having successfully taken that spot. Nice and clean through here on the first lap. Just yam again here. Start off nice and clean, get into a rhythm, and see how things pan out from there. Into the Nerveracking chicane for the first time, going way too deep through there, letting Leclerc past. Oh, I'm gonna get used to this car. I'm gonna get used to it very, very quickly. Just taking it nice and easy through swimming pool. Trying to keep the revs low as much as possible. Not trying to, not necessarily succeeding. So, as it stands, it is Hamilton, Vettel, Verstappen, Albon, Leclerc, myself, and Bottas. That is who we have in the top 7. I don't know who's in the rest, the top 10. Leclerc building a bit of a gap, but it is okay. It is okay. We're well out of our depth here for the performance of the car. Well out of our depth. This is full-on player skill, and that is it. The car will give nothing here. It is not going to help me. Managed to get it pulled up in time for the Nerveracking chicane. So we're starting to adapt to this car now and how this setup feels in race spec. Just taking it nice and easy. The car is a little bit snappy as there's more front end downforce than there is rear. Usual recording cuts there. On to lap 3 now. We have nothing in it between Bottas and myself. There is absolutely nothing. And Leclerc is well gone. So there's no catching Leclerc in this race. Absolutely no chance of catching him unless something happens. This race is all strategy based. On to lap 10 now. I didn't even notice that. Down into the Nerveracking chicane. Adapted to this car pretty okay now. So I didn't even notice that we'd skipped under lap 10. Jesus. That was... God. That was weird. Through Rascas now. Getting onto the front straight. Way too close on that inside curb. Way too close. We lose a bunch of positions. Down to P10 now. Is there now P11? Is there damage? Is there damage to the front wing? Because I know I hit it. Nothing seemed to have come up, so I presume I'm okay. I'm absolutely pissed with myself for making that kind of mistake. God. Went from P6 to P11. I'm gonna go down the inside of Ricciardo. We are flipping angry. I do not care at this point if it is not a clean move. I do not care. As long as both of us come away with no damage, I am fine. Really pushing the engine around now. Getting wear. A lot of wear on it. Into the Nerveracking chicane, just taking it nice and easy, trying to catch up to Perez and Norris. Maybe line Perez up for a Rascas move. Not close enough. Very taily on the entry. Very taily. We survive lap 11. Way too aggressive on that corner there in Casino Square. Way too aggressive. Went really wide, almost close to the wall there. We're really pushing the car. Trying to get back to our spot, or at least semi-close to it. So we want points in this race. We want points. Very close on that inside wall again. pushing those revs really, really high up in the range. Trying desperately to catch Perez here. Trying absolutely everything to get close enough. Nearly hit that inside wall again. Almost hit the outside wall as well. God. Now this sent us out of our rhythm. Lap 13 of 39 here. We are a third of the way through this race. Jesus. That was weird. Really using up that fuel. We were at like +2 on the fuel. Now we're down to 1. Just trying to get close enough to Perez here. Through the tunnel, into Nouvelle Chicane. Very nice pull up. Very good there. A little bit wide. Just taking it nice and easy through swimming pool. We go for a move. Really wide there. Car absolutely slid towards the ball. That was way too close to the comfort there. I honestly thought I was going to hit the ball. And again, the same thing there. Gosh, I'm just not pulling it up early enough. That's the issue. It's just, I'm trying to push too hard and I'm not pulling it up early enough. Honestly, have I realised it yet? I do this in post commentary, so basically like watching the video. We are under +1 lap of fuel extra. Jesus, really pushing. And we're still not done. Trying. Hopefully get close enough to set him up for a move into the backskies. To Nerveracking Chicane, right up on the back rim. Doing a little love tap. And the diffuser, no damage. Can we get close enough for a swimming pool though? Yes, we are close enough. Do we go for the dive? Push him out wide. Get a little bit of damage from it. As you can see, it's got that lime green sort of colour to it on the left side of the wing. So a little bit of damage. It hurt us a little bit, but not too much. We should be able to still press on and catch Norris. That ERS almost absolutely shocked at this point. And our entire fuel reserve. Just setting up the pit stop to make sure that they do not change the front wing. So I do not want that time waste to lose position. Valtteri is absolutely cool. Are we going to be close enough going into Rascats to make another move? This time on Norris. We seem relatively close at the moment, going through the swimming pool here. Right up on the back rim now. Take a slightly wider line. thinking people will start going to the pit lane soon. Now in the negatives on the fuel. Jesus, we went from having +2 to now negatives. I have absolutely thrown this race away. See, I've gone wide there. I hit the wall. I have thrown this race away. Absolutely no chance to recover it now. We're not close enough to Norris. We're not close enough. Very nice pull up there though. Very nice pull up in the blue chicane. Closer now, we're really close now. Look for a move. There's nothing there though. Absolutely nothing there, Jesus. I think now it's just a case of waiting for people to come in for their pit stops and see what we can pull. There's potential for a no-stop here. We're on lap 17, 43% wear. There is potential to do a no-stop. Pull off the no-stop. I'm gonna go down the inside of Norris into Rascass here. Very nice. A little bit of contact. But the job got done. Now we press on. Blackman is well gone. There's no chance of us catching him. Just gotta hold Norris up into the pits. On 18, we have some 12 laps to go. Uh, 22 laps to go. I think that's what it is. Starting to pull away from Norris just that tiny little bit now. Hit the wall there? We did. There didn't seem to be any damage. Maybe tiny little bit of damage to the front end that doesn't really come up, but people are starting to make their pit stops now, because I'm being told to come in. I'm doing it now. I don't think that we will have any issues in getting home on a no stop on these wet tyres. I do not think there will be any issues. It's now a case of where we will end up if we go for it. Rapidly catching up to Raikkonen here. I think. Where's next? Coming up to this interval, we'll see how much of a gap. Okay, so it's maintained. Actually, it might be getting slightly further away. That's okay, as Raikkonen is in for his stop, so he will get P7 back. Here in the pits on lap end of lap 19, beginning of lap 20. Starting to get our fuel reserve back. Starting to very, very slowly. We have some 20 laps left. We're still getting good sector 1 splits. Little bit of the wall there, and now we have yellow damage. Oh, god damn it. So that's going to really affect the handling of the car now. As you can see, almost struggled to pull that car up there. Jesus. Oh, almost hit the wall there going into the swimming pool. We're okay. Drive to this. Valtteri is in. Are we going to beat him out though? Yes, we will. P6. Back where we started. If you don't gain any positions, best thing to do is always finish when you start. And he's right up on the back of us with fresh tyres. It's the issue when he doesn't have damage. If he had damage, he would have repaired it. He's right up on the back of us. There is no margin for error anymore. Zero margin. 55% on the left rear, lap 22. Valtteri trying to go down the inside into the chicane. He hits that inside wall and spins himself. Other cars are involved. Valtteri's not out of this race yet. He's just absolutely screwed over now. Everyone goes past. Okay, so 56, lap 23. Do the math. I'm actually doing the math even now. Jesus. So it's about 2% per lap. And about 16-ish laps to go. So about 32%. Just looking at we're gonna be in flipping puncture territory for the last few laps of the race. If we go for a no stop, we will be in puncture territory. There is absolutely no one within relative closeness to us. Perez is... I don't even know how far away Perez is. We'll get a tiny interval soon. Perez is... Ooh, Perez is 12 seconds out. Which is not enough for a pit stop, but... he isn't close. There is the potential for the no stop. It's just a case of whether we can manage the tyres well enough so that we don't get a puncture. 58 now. Puncture territory is at 75. We're looking at 88% wear by the end of the race. So well into puncture territory there. Wide through there. I think we've now realised that we need to go for the no stop. Here we are, lap 33. And there we go, 75% wear, lap 33. You guys are telling me to come in on this lap. How much of a gap do we have? Back to Perez. We've got 5 laps of reserve fuel, we're going to keep that in. That is going to weigh us down, slow us up, which means we'll wear less. Hopefully, and that's at least my philosophy. Perez is 19.5 seconds out. Can we get this done? We're going maximum conserve on these tires. We're like well up in the gears, well up from where we should be. Trying to keep it in 5th or above as those are the traction gears. They keep telling me to change strategy every single lap. Gap's extended slightly by about a 10th. Perez, we can do this. 76 on the rear. About to get 75% of the right rear. Where is it? Where is it? Waiting for it. There it is. So we've got 75%. We're in puncture territory for the rears. Don't have long. Have long at all. Perez is starting to catch us by well over a second. Well over a second. Don't have long left to survive. Maximum tire management here. absolutely to the limit, trying not to go below 4th gear at all, and lifting through as many corners as humanly possible, not putting any full throttle on until I got the car completely straight. Four to go. Rapidly catching his Perez by like 2 seconds per lap. He's not going to have enough to catch us at this rate unless he pulls more out of the hat. It looks like things on Red Bull just pitted. I think it's Red Bull. The Liggers have caught up to the back markers. 79% wear. Now it's time to start avoiding all the curves as much as possible. Close. But we come home in 6th. There we go. So, finishing 6th, there was like 89% wear on that left rear tire. It was so close. It was like 3 seconds back to Perez. It was absolutely intense. That was way too much on my nerves. I was shaking, just putting the controller down. Jesus. But yeah, that was a really good result for us. At a track that typically a hit or miss for us. It's either really good or really bad. We managed to come home in the end. That was really good. Oh Jesus. So potentially something for us to look at would be getting some tyre wear in. Did make a fair few mistakes in that one, as there's one there. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that one as much as I did, because that was quite frankly amazing. Yeah, wow. Thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed it, dislike if you didn't. Subscribe if you haven't already. Comment down below what your favourite moment has been so far of this career mode. And I should see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.